What's up, everybody? It's Simon from Lake Hub. I hope you like pine trees because today I'm out at beautiful Lake of the Pines in Deep East Texas. As you can see behind me, there are lots of islands here. Lake of the Pines is about an 18,000 acre lake. There's over 144 miles of shoreline, and it's kind of a long, skinny lake. There's lots to see here. There's not lots of amenities, improvements. There are some, but there's a lot of wild shoreline, and it's a really pretty lake. The max depth is 50 feet. I'm towards the dam right now, and as you get closer to the dam, it's going to get deeper and deeper, but the average depth is only 13 feet, because if you get into the backwaters, I mean, it gets pretty shallow. Lake of the Pines is an Army Corps of Engineers lake. It was built by the Corps of Engineers, it's managed by the Corps of Engineers. I'm standing in a Corps of Engineers park right now. It was built for flood control, mainly for the kind of Red River Basin. There aren't a lot of people that live out here. I mean, it's a very sparsely populated area, just this deep East Texas area. And so it's kind of a hidden gem in that sense. Jefferson, Texas and Ore City are kind of the towns that are kind of in and around here. And Jefferson's got a pretty good little history because it was kind of the center of commerce back here before the railway. Jefferson is the seat of Marion County, which is named, interestingly enough, for Francis Marion, the American Revolutionary War hero, AKA the Swamp Fox, which is probably the coolest nickname ever. As far as boating goes, it's more of a fishing lake than like a recreational boating lake, but there are 3 marinas. They have a lot of amenities. There's at least a dozen boat ramps that I know of. There's a lot of free Army Corps ramps, but if they're like in a park like where I'm at now, there's a $5 day fee. So there's just a vehicle fee to enter the park, and then there's no launch fee. So it's a free boat ramp. There is one bridge right across the middle of the lake. North of that bridge, boating gets a little on the iffy side. I mean, there's a lot of cool islands and stuff like that. A lot of coves and cool terrain. It could get stumpy. There's a lot of stump fields here. You kind of have to, know where to go, talk to a local, something like that. Maybe hire a fishing guide your first time out and kind of figure out the lay of the lake before you just go wide open, right up the middle of the lake. Because especially if the lake level is down a little bit below average, it might get a little stumpy. Not like Lake Fork stumpy, but that's a bad accident to have. So better be careful. There's decent fishing here. It's not known as a world-class fishing lake or anything like that, but again, an okay lake in Texas is going to be a better fishing lake than a lot of places across the country. So there are a lot of tournaments here, especially kind of regional tournaments, kind of the lower level, kind of working man tournaments, high school tournaments, things like that. There's good fishing. It's good fishing here. Bass, the usuals. Bass, largemouth bass, that is, catfish, white bass, crappie, that sort of thing. If you're into camping, this is an awesome lake for camping. In fact, personally, I think that's probably the premier feature of Lake of the Pines is that there are tons of camping options. Lots of day use, places to spread your wings a little bit. There's RV parks, private RV parks, kind of traditional campgrounds, a lot of like boondock, dry camp, rural type campgrounds, if you're into that. So a lot of options, and it's really pretty scenery. I mean, like I said, there's not a lot of people who live out here, so not a lot of improvements, not a lot of construction going on out here. It's quiet. I mean, you can hear it right now. I can just hear the breeze through the pines. It's beautiful. If you're a hiker, there is a trail that goes all the way around the lake, which is incredible. I didn't know that. I just learned this. And I've kind of been, learning about Lake of the Pines. I've kind of popped in here a little bit. I haven't taken like a full-on trip here yet, but if I'm driving by, I'm gonna pop by and see it, And I didn't know that there's a trail that goes all the way around, and there's like multiple trailheads and stuff, which is really, really cool if you're into hiking. I mean, that, as far as this area goes, that's pretty remarkable just because there's not that much open land in Texas that's not private. This is also a pretty good lake for hunting. I can't speak to the quality of hunting, but as far as the opportunity goes, there's some really good opportunities here. You don't need an Army Corps permit to hunt here. It's like if you want to duck hunt, then go duck hunt. You know, there's even 2 areas, kind of in the back arm, you know, where the river feeds in, and then below the dam where you can rifle hunt. Now it's a couple, you know, it's just a couple weeks, but if you're into deer hunting like I am, or feral hogs, then that's a really unique opportunity for this area as well. Rifle hunting on public land in Texas, that's rare. All in all, there's over 4,500 acres of huntable land here on Lake of the Pines. So as far as things to do, once again, this is not a big tourist area, so there's not the usual kind of touristy kind of stuff. If you like four-wheeling, if you like, you know, jeeping, trail riding, that sort of thing, you need to check out Barnwell Mountain Recreational Area. That place is awesome. I mean, it's like this rugged, like mountainous, kind of wondering where you're at. You're like, how, this looks like Arkansas or something like that. I'm in Texas and it looks like Arkansas. It's really cool. All kinds of different styles of trails for different types of vehicles, different levels of expertise. You can even camp there. That's really cool. And it's right next to Lake of the Pines. If you like history or if you like small towns, check out Jefferson. There's also there's just a bunch of little small towns kind of scattered here and there, you know, like Mineola, towns with just kind of a day trip kind of stuff. They have shops, they have lunch spots, they've got, you know, coffee shops and antiques, lots of antiques, that sort of thing. Wineries, local wineries. If you like driving through the country, if you like stopping in small towns, this is a great area. If you like boom, 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 boom activity, there's not that much to do. If you're an outdoorsman or outdoorswoman, this is a wonderland. So it all kind of depends on what you like to do. That's Lake of the Pines. Come on out and visit in East Texas. Start your adventure at lakeofthepines.net. I'm Simon from Lake Hub. We'll see you on the water.